This is a great question. And as someone who's been known as the transit expert on city council, I like to ride my bike. I like to ride the bus. I like to walk our streets. And one of the biggest things I feel like has been a proponent of that is shaping my understanding of how to support complete streets and Vision Zero. What does this mean? This is a plan for how we invest in the infrastructure needed to support our streets safety, design, and more importantly, the infrastructure to make them separated. I also implemented the Safe Streets for All omnibus package of legislation, 17 different items that I put forth in 2019. These are the things that I've done on city council from policy and budget. And one of the things you want to see as a mayor is coming in to understand how this works from an experiential standpoint. The difference between riding the Pulse, which goes down Broad Street, and the 1C, which goes down Hull Street, is that there's a big difference between sidewalks, infrastructure, streetlights, bus shelters, more importantly, dignity. One of the things I've realized is that we need to make sure we elevate the access to our downtown corridor for all residents in all corners of our city. When I go down the south side, one of the things I notice is a lack of infrastructure, period. And as we see pedestrian and bike fatalities, specifically in south side, a lot of times it's because there is no infrastructure. People are just trying to get home from work or maybe trying to get to the bus or get to finding ways of opportunity of meeting their friends. And they're thrust in a danger zone because there is no protections for them. We need to start with focusing on an infrastructure plan for south side, which I started in 2022, and will make sure it's part of my plan as mayor as I take office in 2025. Let's also look at speed enforcement. We had cameras put in school zones recently this year, and it showed that we have a significant problem with speeding, specifically only 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. We had over 1,400 tickets given. That shows we have a lot of people not paying attention, specifically around our kids. So let's make sure we elevate how that works. Now, how do these things all connect together? You'll see me create a new Department of Transportation, a national best practice from my peers across the country that have shaped how we should do this. I requested this in 2022 through legislation approved by City Council, and will implement this day one as mayor in 2025. Why is this important? It will strategically align all of our resources from traffic engineering, planning, development opportunities we see in neighborhoods, more importantly, what infrastructure is in place, what infrastructure is missing, and what infrastructure is needed. Let's make sure we create a new, vibrant, thriving, beautiful new city, and make sure that everyone can see that they are available to access it, more importantly for the jobs, the new housing, and other amenities that we're going to bring across the entire city. For more, go to my website to understand more of my priorities, my plans, more importantly, some of the policies I've already shaped that as mayor I want to make sure are implemented on.